Mike White making me look like an absolute idiot. Man looked like Patrick Mahomes. He looked like Tom Brady. He looked like Tom Brady. After the first throw of that game, when he threw that laser on the first, I'm like, oh, damn. I knew I was done. I was like, I'm going to look like an idiot talking bad about Mike White. Bears don't cover. The Bears don't even come a mile from covering the spread against the New York Jets. Hey, that's what I get for going with my team. Never go with you. That's a tip. Never go with your team. Never trust your team unless you're the Chiefs. That was rough. That was rough. Very rough. And then Kenneth Walker, 13. It's a bad day. Anyway, let's get to this November 28th. We got Monday Night Football tonight. I also got 2 NHL picks in here as well that I like. So let's start off in the NHL, and let's go with Alex Pietrangelo. I got the over 2.5 shots on goal. This is at plus 100 on DraftKings. He's only hit this in 1 of his last 5 games, which is a little bit scary. Makes me a little But look at the matchup tonight. He's facing up against a Columbus Blue Jackets squad that gives up hella shots on goal to defensemen. Columbus has given 13 D-men in the last 5 games to cross this mark of 2.5. This is the perfect time for him to break out and finally get out of this rut that he's been in. I think he's going to cross this one, and I think he gets 4 shots on goal. I think he goes, you're not going to be sweating this one out. I think he gets way beyond 2.5, and it's at plus 100. So I love Alex Pietrangelo with the over 2.5 shots on goal, plus 100 on DK against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's move on to Sam Reinhart. I got an anytime goal. This is a little, I'm feeling this though. But then again, let's talk about, the stuff I've been feeling hasn't been hitting, but still I'm feeling this. You got to trust your gut sometimes. And it's not just your gut too. You look at what he's done. This is an anytime goal at plus 185. This is also on DraftKings. He scored in 4 of his last 6 games. The Oilers got 2 guys in between the pipes that I do not trust at all. If my life was on the line and I was like Jack Campbell or Stuart Skinner going to make a save, and if they don't make the save, I die, I'm probably going to die, So you look at both these guys. Jack Campbell is most likely going to get the start. I think he's had the last 2 starts for the Oilers. And in his last 3, he's got a 4.3 GAA and an 85.1% save rate. It's been nasty. I will say most of that came against the Carolina Hurricane, with 7 goals that he's allowed. Stuart Skinner, though, on the other end, it's not really that much of a difference. They're kind of mirroring themselves. In his last 3, Stuart Skinner, 3.3 GAA and an 88.9% save rate. So, again, it's just 2 trash cans in the same spot, in the same net. For the Oilers, I don't trust either of them in this matchup. Sam Reinhart, this is the only thing that I don't like, though, mate. We don't know where the hell he's going to play. Is he going to play on the first line, the second line, the third line, the fourth line? Is he even going to play at all? We don't know where he's going to be, and I think that's the scariest thing, is not knowing, is he going to play with Matthew Tkachuk? Who is he going to play with? Verhaeghe? Like, who's he going to play with? But I think no matter where he plays, there's a good chance that he's going to get one to go. I like this where the juice is, and I like he's hit it in 4 of 6, and I like that you got 2 Oilers goalies that don't really know how to stop a puck. So, last time these 2 teams faced off 2 weeks ago, Sam Bennett, a guy no one was really thinking of, had 2 goals. So I'm thinking in a game like this, they're going to focus on Matthew Tkachuk. They're going to focus on Barkov. Sam Reinhart might be able to be that sneaky guy that gets one to go. So give me Sam Reinhart anytime goal plus 185 on DK. Let's move over to Monday Night Football. I got Najee Harris over 60.5 rushing yards at negative 114 on FanDuel. Najee, he's hit this in 3 of his last 5 games. And the thing that was scary about Najee coming up to these last 2 weeks is the volume, what is he going to do? Is he going to get enough touches? In the last 2 games, he's had a season high in touches. He's had 20 carries the last 2 weeks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin knows you got to get your best player involved. He's the best player on that offense. And finally, they've found a way to get him involved in the offense. And that's really good to see him finally do that. The Colts are mid-pack when it comes to rushing yards allowed per game. They're allowing 88.2 per game. And this, and they've hit any guy that's had 18 or more carries, they've allowed to go past this mark. He's going to have at least 18 carries in this game. That 8-carry game versus Philly was an anomaly. It's Philadelphia, man. It's Philadelphia. I'm not looking at any statistics that as against the Eagles, man. He's going to have at least 18 carries in this game. And if he has 18 carries, all he needs is 3.3 yards per carry. 6 of 10, he's had 3.3 YPC or more. So I like that. And look at the spread. The spread's at 2.5 right now for the Colts at home. Jeff Saturday has changed not Jeff Saturday. I'm sorry. This is the Steelers, man. But the spread's at 2.5. That's for another pick. I'm talking about Jeff Saturday. But 2.5 spread on the Colts. It's going to be a close game for Pittsburgh. It's going to be runs on both sides of the ball. Both teams are going to be running the football. 2.5 point spread. 3.3 YPC. That's all he needs, and that's with 18 carries. If he gets into the 20s, man, he doesn't even need to get that much. So give me Najee Harris over 60.5 rushing yards at negative 114 on FanDuel. Let's move over now to the fourth pick. I got the Colts on the spread. I got the Colts on the spread at 2.5 at negative 110 on BetMGM. I like this, man. This is a different Colts team than what we saw under Frank Wright. Jeff Saturday He's gotten these guys playing, man. He's got these guys playing. He's turned Matt Ryan into what Matt Ryan should have been to start the season for the Colts. I just like it, man. Again, I know the first game they won, it was the Raiders. Okay, it was the Raiders. But, man, look at the next. They went toe for toe with the best team in football, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm really impressed by what he's been able to do, not having any coaching experience. And what he's been able to do, getting them a win and then staying close with the Philadelphia Eagles, it's really impressive. The Colts are 10th in the NFL, 3-2 covering the spread at home this season. Pittsburgh is 21st in the league at covering it on the road. I just like this. Colts are at home tonight. It's Jeff Saturday's. I believe it's his first game at home as the Colts head coach. Indianapolis and all their wins this year have covered this total. It just seems right, man. I like the way Matt Ryan's been playing. I like the way Saturday's getting these guys playing. 2.5 spread. All they got to do is win by a field goal in this one. I don't trust Pittsburgh. Give me the Colts on the spread. And then I got a bonus pick, man. I like this one, but it's a bonus pick because it is a little, man, I got TJ Watt over 4.5 tackles plus assists at plus 120 on DK. 53.9% of the time since Saturday joined the Indianapolis Colts, they run the football, which, that's not that big. I mean, it's only been 2 games for one, and with a guy like Jonathan Taylor, of course, you're going to run it more than half the time, but I just like that. I like that they run the football in a close game like this. A lot of runs, which the more runs by Taylor means the more opportunities for TJ Watt to make tackles or assist on them. I really like this with the game script. It's going to be a lot of runs, bro. A lot of runs. He's hit this in 2 of the 3 games that he's played this year. The only thing I don't like is if this dude gets hurt. That's the only way he's getting hooked, is if he gets hurt. If he's at 4 and then he gets cramps or something, or he gets hurt again, that's the only way he's not hitting this. I see him getting 5 to 6 if he plays this whole game, the way the Colts are going to run the football, the way that they're run heavy. I like this, man. Give me TJ Watt. This is my bonus pick. Over 4.5 tackles plus assists. It's at plus juice. You got to take it. So give me that. So those have been my bets for this November 28th. Let's see if we can rebound from yesterday. See if this spread bet can hit. I can't believe I'm going back to the well with the spread bet after I got just totally fucked yesterday. So this has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.